Hello everyone, my name's Beansprout, and today I'm going to be doing a video on, well, another tier list video, and I am aware that I've already done this video before technically, but I wanted to go a bit more in detail with my thoughts and opinions on each of these games, so let's just get into it. Doom 1 is a solid A tier game. This game did really just start off the first-person shooter genre, and is a whole hell of a lot of fun to play. I really do love this game, and I've got a lot of fond memories while playing it. The art style is great, and really each weapon feels good to use. It's just really a really good game. There's not much to say about it. Although it wasn't my first Doom game, I still really loved this game when I first played it, and I even made a video about it. You can check that out in the description below. Okay, Doom 2. Well, you know, this one I'm gonna put in S tier. This is an S tier game here. Yeah, it has its issues, but I really like Doom 2. 1, introduced the Archvile, Chain Gunner, Revenant, Arachnotron, Super Shotgun, Mancubus, which are all great enemies and weapons that have been added into the games, and most of them have become mainstays for Doom games, although some of them taking different form, like the Archvile. Okay, Doom 64. My opinions towards this game have changed a lot over time, so I'm gonna give it a C. As you all know, if you've seen my Doom 64 video, you all know that I don't like Doom 64, like, nearly as much as any of the other Doom games. Yeah, the gameplay is basically just every other classic Doom game, but I feel the art style is way too much of a departure from the other classic Doom games. The Super Shotgun reload is, well, the Doom 64 Super Shotgun, there's nothing else to say about it. And yeah, most of the weapons did look really nice, but the Super Shotgun was the one issue I had. And I also really didn't like the map design. I feel so they could try and make up for the small memory on the Nintendo 64 cartridges. They made each level way longer and have less enemies, which is something that I really didn't like. I really hated the switch hunting and constant puzzles this game would give you. 1, I'm pretty dumb. 2, I just hate levels that like always have you hunt down switches and then hunt down more switches, and then fight like 3 enemies along the way. I just find it boring. Doom 3, B tier. This game goes in the B tier. Why B tier, you ask, and why not F tier? Well, I actually had a lot of fun with Doom 3. And yeah, the gameplay is slow, you reload and you have to use a flashlight all the time, but I really like Doom 3. This game is actually really good, and is a phenomenal horror game. Except for a few of the jump scares, if you know what I'm talking about.
The UAC is here to help you. Psychological services are free and confidential.
But if you haven't played Doom 3, certainly go play it. Yes, the art style does also, just like Doom 64, kinda suck, but it gave us the modern Hell Knight that we have today. Okay, now, moving on to Doom 2016. Doom 2016. S tier game. Doom 2016 this is really all just because of my personal feelings towards this game. I really like Doom 2016. It was the first Doom game that I'd ever played, and I got bored of every other game I had in my library at the time, and I went and looked on the Xbox Game Pass, and I saw this game called Doom. And I asked my dad about it, and he said it was this old game that he'd played when he was a kid, and I was like, you know what, I might try it. I tried it, and I really liked it. It was such a good game, and it was such a weird transition going from games like Call of Duty or Halo with the reloading or aiming down sights, not in Halo, and stuff like that, and not being able to sprint or aim down sights or reload was a really nice change compared to all the other shooters out there. And this game really did bring Doom back to its roots, because Doom 64 really was Doom's departure away from what it's meant to be, which is this really action-packed game with demons and blood and big guns, and like, Doom 2016 brought it right the way back. And yeah, Doom 2016 had that one jump scare that everyone gets scared by. Everyone gets scared by it. Don't even tell me you don't.
That's cool though. I've got the yellow key card. Oh! Fuck! That's not funny.
But overall, Doom 2016 is probably one of the best Doom games. Now, moving on to the big boy, Doom Eternal. The one that's really, made my channel grow recently. F tier. I mean S tier. Did I just say F tier? I mean S tier. Doom Eternal is one of the best video games I have ever played in my life. And it's probably the best game you've ever played in your life if you've played it. The way the mechanics all just mesh together is so great, and regardless of what Connor Shaw says, the mechanics all work together greatly. This game has a perfect balance to it, much like a Dark Souls game, where it's hard, but it's not unfair hard, like playing Call of Duty on its hardest difficulty. It is just perfectly balanced. If you want to succeed in this game, you have to learn the mechanics and not pull an IGN and fight a marauder with a chain gun. You really need to learn how to play this game, otherwise you're not going to succeed. And yeah, you could say, well, what if I don't want to learn the mechanics and I don't want to spend all this time? Then tough, that's what Doom should be. You should be able to learn how the game works and then play it. I feel that a lot of the people who were dissing Doom are people who are just not interested in it and didn't take the time to learn the mechanics because they just needed to pump that review out like IGN. And even with people like Connor Shaw, he released his Doom 2016 as better than Doom Eternal, but like, he had an entire year to learn the mechanics but still didn't. I feel Doom Eternal is just the perfect Doom game at the moment, and you never know, we might get something way better in future, but right now, I'm happy with Doom Eternal and what they've given us. Sure, it's got some bugs and stuff, but that's all going to be fixed probably with the next DLC, if it's not as buggy as the Super Gore-Ness Master level was. But anyway, that's all for today. So if you did enjoy watching, then give this video a like. It really helps me out with the algorithm and all that kind of stuff. And if you really enjoyed the video, then consider subscribing. My channel's been growing quite a lot recently. Thank you for that shout out, by the way. We went up like 40 subs in one day. That was insane. And subscribing really also does motivate me to make more content just like this. And also, if you haven't already, then consider joining my Discord. It's a great place to come and chat to other Doom fans and people like that, just people who like video games. But with that said, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.